How's it going, Eric? We're gonna try this out. We haven't done a live in a while, so Wizzy said, part of this process is they expect you to do some lives. But when I do the lives on the phone, a lot of time if I do it on the phone, the vocals aren't very well heard. If anyone pops in the chats and says anything, I'll try to see it. Focused on driving. I'm just sharing thoughts today. I don't know too much what I want. A friend of mine, BL Miller, I think it's at BL Miller, or it's Miller and Sons on YouTube is his channel. He contacted me with some stuff, and hopefully I can try to help him out. He's a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine. And so I want to try to help him out with some of the editing on his videos, possibly. We're going to take a swing at it when he sends me one and see what we can do. But otherwise, by all his channel, and he's got some good content. Also, he's also a biker, but he's doing a lot of car repair and restoration content. And I think it's at BL Miller, but right now I don't have a link, but I'll later leave a link in the description. Buck Brown, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I'm driving. I can't see this all that well. And Carney's right. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I don't got a whole lot going on. We're just, Whiskey and I took a little trip over here to the state line to pick up some music writing inspiration. A little bit of smoke. We got to cross the line to get it. Well, it's legal now here in Ohio, but they're charging like it's cheaper. I live close enough, not that close. I'm about 30 miles from the state line, but I cross over to Michigan, and right there they got 5 dispensaries right there across the line. And so we took a little drive to do that, and I figured I'd jump on here and do a live since I haven't done a live in a while. And I gotta get back in the hang of that. I gotta get my equipment set back up. I took my cameras and stuff out of my room I had set up so I could try to record some music videos, and then I ran into some issues there. So they ain't out yet. But we're getting there slowly but surely. Cheaper in Michigan, yep, sure is. And that's what I'm all about. And the place, there's 5 of them right across the line, and 2 of them sell all what they call the shake and the pre-packs or whatever. And so you can, what it would cost you for a quarter here in Ohio and we don't got too many of them set up yet, but about what you would pay for a quarter, you could buy for that same price. I grabbed 2 ounces of shake and 4 pre-rolls, so I'm like, well, yeah, that should do me for a while. I try to do it that way, so that I have enough to do me for a while. This shake ain't as good as, I'm sure anyone who smokes knows that the shake ain't as good as the full buds, but I'll take it. Once upon a time I used to move some, and I used to just keep the shake for myself, for my own use, and then I would get rid of the rest. Pack a Yeti. Oh, right on. Right on. My phone's so dang small I can't see the chats all that well on the small ass phone, especially while driving. I used to be paranoid coming down this road leaving. First time when I still had my bike, I rode up there, crossed into the line, and it wasn't legal in Ohio yet. I come out there, this big old bag, stuffed it in my saddlebag, and I swear I rode out of there sweating my ass off. Oh no, they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. But I don't care too much about it now. They don't seem to mess with me too much. They're probably, ever since I've been recording them, they're probably, oh, don't pull that guy over, he'll put us up on camera. But I better knock on some wood. And luckily, I'm not under the influence. I try not to be under the influence while driving, especially around home, because they got to, here in Defiance, Ohio, they got to where they don't even try to give you the breathalyzer. They automatically want to piss test you, because they figure if you say, and that's the worst thing, you say, no, I haven't been drinking, then they go right straight to the piss test. Want to get you for smoking while driving, shit like that. But yeah, we're working on getting our music out there. We ran into a few hangups. I got a video coming out about that, but they're trying to, not all platforms. I got one platform trying to label my music as AI. I'm not making AI music. I'm using some AI to create some other instruments that aren't available to me, but that's the only purpose I'm using AI for. I know there's guys out there totally using AI, and I don't got a problem with that. I just got an issue with this platform. I think it's Deezer. They're the only ones so far trying to label my music as AI, and when they do that, then they don't have to pay you for the streams, and that's a bunch of bullshit. And I mean, I would understand if it was like some of these people, if I just went over and typed some shit in and it made me a song, but this is my lyrics, my vocals, and my guitar playing. Well, all you're adding is some drums, sometimes violin and banjo, and bass guitar. Well, that don't count to me as you made this, as they should get the credit for making the song. But that's just that one platform, and otherwise, because I'm using BandLab and GarageBand to mix it, they put these frequencies in there, and I got one other platform trying to say I'm using somebody else's copyright, which I'm not, but we'll get to that. Ray's Moto, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. And Panoverse, good to see you. Sorry guys, it's so hard to see these chats on this damn small phone. I mean, I like the smaller phone, but I got this other one. I need to see if maybe I can. It's a little bit bigger. It's not hooked up to nothing, but but it works. If I could, I don't know. I got to figure out how to hotspot off my normal phone, and then maybe I could use it. Use this other phone that's a Galaxy 20. It's way bigger. It's just not hooked up to nothing. But if I could hotspot it, I could probably use it for lives, for the live streams. I'm not sure how the sound is. I know sometimes when I do live streams, for some reason my phone microphone works great when I'm just recording videos, but on live streams it seems to do less. Plus we got the air conditioner going on. Keep Whiskey cool back there. Say hi to everybody, Whiskey. Say hi to everybody. Get over here and say hi to everybody. I let him out after I went and grabbed my stuff out of the dispensary, and we took a walk outside of Michigan. Let him pee all over Michigan trees. Now the animals there know who he is. How far from Belmore? Man, where is Belmore? I know I've heard of Belmore, and I can't think where it's at. Is that Michigan or Ohio? For some reason I know I've heard of it and can't think where it was at. So I live in Defiance, Ohio, but where we went into Michigan was Morenci. It's right across the line. Defiance is about 45 or 50 miles from Toledo, and Morenci's probably 40 miles from Toledo, Ohio. Okay. Yeah, he's a Husky German Shepherd mix. Belmore, Ohio. Man, where is that? I think that's not too far from me. I'm thinking, I don't have the map to look it up real quick. I'm thinking maybe it's maybe over towards the Bowling Green area, if I'm thinking right. I'm thinking maybe it's like maybe about 40 miles from me. Is that where you're is that where you guys got a chapter at? I know you guys had a thing going on. I was going to try to make it and I missed it. Was it last month or the month before? And maybe that's where that's at. If that is, then that's about an hour from it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's like 40 miles from where I'm at in Defiance. Because I know I mapped it out before, because I remember you said in one of your lives that you guys had an event, and then you shared it on Facebook. And I was going to try to make that I was going to grab my friend, and him and I was going to go over to that. And then, I don't remember what happened. I think maybe I was too broke to get out of town or something that week. But I know I was going to try to make it. And so I looked it up. I think it's like about 40 miles from Defiance, which really isn't very far from. My matter is having enough gas. I can. The vehicle will make it. I've driven worse vehicles than this all across the country. Motobomb, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Made it before I closed. Yeah, right on. Yeah. A lot of times you get in here right as I'm closing. We're just out here in the. Oh, you can't even see out my window. Farmland out here in. It's all flatlands through here. Yeah, Belmore. Yeah, I'd like to. Next time you guys got an event, I wanted to make it to that one that you guys had going on there, Carney. I don't know. It was a chapter. I forgot what the event was. But you guys have one again. I definitely want to try to make it over here. It's like I says, I'm pretty sure about 40 miles when I mapped it out. We're, I don't know what else to talk about. We're just coming on here for a live. They're really putting it on thick with us with this UFO shit, right? Starting to see more stuff about it. This UFO supposedly gonna might invade us come November. They said it's on the way. I think it's all a crock of shit, but I really think, and you put that together with all these drone sightings, I really think they're trying to pull a slick one on us and trying to make us believe that this is some real shit. But then they're taking the distraction off, because now I have this group on Facebook that keeps calling me out ever since I did that Ozzy Osbourne post, which was taken the wrong way. I wasn't trying to say that Ozzy's going to hell, right? But that's the way it was taken. Well, now I got this guy that runs this group, Patriot something, on Facebook, and he keeps shouting me out about, oh, see, some guy gave Ozzy this Bible. See, he was saved. Well, that don't mean he was saved. But it's neither here nor there. And I tried to tell the guy, look, you're putting too much into it. I wasn't actually saying that he's going to hell. I was using it as an example that every time one of these rock stars die, it don't matter who they are, and they put them as a picture, a meme of them in heaven. But anyways, that same group, now they're posting shit like the meme they just posted today, and it rubs me the wrong way, because it was a meme that showed Epstein that said, Epstein is the distraction, Obama is the prize, like throwing Obama in jail. As now they're on this thing, just like the whole Q movement, like they think Barack Obama is going to be thrown in jail, and I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. It'll be a cold day in hell before that happens. But the bigger part of that meme is because now I'm not trying to cut on Trump, but it's like if you say you're a patriot, then automatically now they assume you're all about Trump and all that, you're MAGA. And that's not what a patriot is. They're calling themselves patriot, and I'm like, we need to get off this kick just because we support Trump is to say Epstein's the distraction, because it's not. Epstein is the problem, and they are all guilty of it. And we need to make all of them guilty of it pay the price. And if that means Trump as well. And that's just my little rant there. It's not about the Trump thing. It's about this group on Facebook. I did one thing to rub them wrong, and now they keep tagging me in all this shit. And then I look at the rest of their posts, and they're way off base and don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's starting to get cold in here at Whiskey. I'm not a big fan of air conditioning when I can get by without it. But I want to make sure he stays cool enough. But especially air conditioning in a car, it gives me a headache for some reason. But it is hot today. Temperature's going back up. We had this morning when we first took our walk, I knew I was going to take this drive, so I was like, well, we'll take our walk early. I should have got that on. I didn't have my phone ready, but we walked by this house and the cat was up there. I'm sure it's their cat, but he's up there standing on something, ringing the doorbell. Because Whiskey, my dog looked, and he tried to, rush towards the porch because he saw the cat. So I looked and saw the cat, and the cat's over there ringing the doorbell, telling the people he wants in. I thought it was funny. I wish I would have got it on. That would have made a perfect short. Brandon Mitchell, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We haven't done a live in a while, so I figured better slow down. Figured I'd get on here and try to get back in the hang of it. We was doing all right. Now we're kind of at a standstill. We was there for a while. Our numbers were picking up. We were putting out videos every day. I was trying to do a video every day, a short every day, and then a couple times a week I was doing a live. They weren't the greatest lives, but they were helping. It seems like for the numbers, subscriptions were jumping up. But then I got hung up because an old friend of mine got a hold of me. Oh, this guy she's working for needs a truck mechanic. He needs one bad. And I got hung up on that, debating whether to take that job or not. He's going to make it very much worth my while. But I got some issues about that. But it hung me up, and it pisses me off a little bit, because when that happened, then it took my focus off my channel a little bit. I quit doing the lives, not on purpose, but I backed off of the lives, even backed off of uploading the videos, because I was trying to figure out in my mind what to do. And I should just stayed at it on my channel with my content, but we're getting back at it. I got a whole bunch saved. I gotta get put onto video so I can clear up space on my laptop's filled up. So here I am trying to get some music videos done, but I got all these other videos backed up. I need to figure out which ones to upload and figure out which ones to get rid of so I can free up space. It sucks having to do it this way. They had all my equipment they took. I had a big cloud store, my own personal cloud storage unit. It's like a server or whatever. And I could log on from anywhere, and it was sitting at my house, and I didn't have to worry about having too much storage. If I had too much files on my phone, I'd just load it onto that cloud bank or whatever the hell it's called. It's called a personal, but it's whatever. It's just a file storage, and I never had those issues. And I could bring them into my I do my editing on Final Cut Pro usually, and I was able to bring them off of that on it. I keep checking once in a while just in case wherever my shit ended up, if somebody plugs it in, if it's hooked up, if it's plugged in and gets a Wi-Fi signal, I should be able to connect up to it. But hopefully they don't, because that's my files on there. But I'm sure they done auction all that. They said it was in two different, that's been a while now, two different auction, storage units. And I'm sure by now they've auctioned that shit off. And still won't tell me what the hell's happened to all of it. My old shovelhead, that's what really pisses me off. I talked about Brad Miller's channel. And he's like I said, he's an old friend of mine from, we grew up around each other. And he's got the same as my old shovelhead Gracie. Mine was an 80. His is a 82 or 83. And they went from 1980 to 83 was the only years of that, of the first models of the FLT, which is today's Road Glide. Back then it was called the FLT Tour Glide, and with the stationary fairing. And he's still got his fairing on his is an 82. But I tell you right now, that bike, you can't find no parts for it. Mine was totally rebuilt, and that's what pissed me off. Now it sat so long that it was maybe less than 5,000 miles on a rebuilt motor that I boarded out and all that, and souped it up. But now it's been sitting so long that chances are, if I end up getting the damn thing back, I'm gonna have to tear the motor apart, probably put new rings in it because they're probably seized up by now. Dropping a like on my lunch, right on. Appreciate you very much, Brandon, and all of you guys, Motobomb and Carney and Buck Brown, all you guys. Appreciate all you guys very much. Forgot what I was saying. The aliens, anyways. It's interesting to see what they're, man, I feel like the government is playing us on purpose. Anyways, as I said, we're trying to work on get some music videos for the music out there. And I've been thinking about, actually I had a video but I didn't put it up yet, where I was going to call out some of you guys with your channels. Because I'd like to get any of you guys that are interested to get some clips from you guys to go with one of my songs. The first one I was going to do is, you know, some of them are already out now, but the actual music videos are. So I'd like to get some of you guys or if there's one already dropped that you might think of something, some clips from your own videos. By all means, I'd like to, I think it could help all of us out. It'll help me get some more exposure on that music, but also to help get our channels some exposure. Anyone that wants to give me clips to use in their video, in my videos of theirs, and I'm just thinking a way we can all that it can be helpful to all of us. Because one, I'm trying to get my music exposed, and then two, all of our channels could benefit from it. From anytime anyone watches the video, they'll see our channels pop up. But it's a work in progress. Main thing is right now trying to stay on keeping the content coming out and getting. I gotta get around these bumps because I got a couple more songs to release the actual full album, and that's my goal. But I would like to, so far I'm hitting these issues with the singles. I would like to have all these platforms straight. Now I got to prove who I am to all of us, for people to see if they like what I'm doing or not. I don't know why my window does that. It makes it... My window ain't that dirty, but it makes it look like you can't see out the window. But it, I don't know why it's doing that. Can't give a clear shot of the road ahead of us. It's just a road to nowhere. We're heading back to Defiance right now. We're almost back, actually. You can smell the corruption. The closer you get, you can smell the corruption. A lot of people think that's the smell of the foundry, GM foundry, molten iron and stuff. It's not. It's the stink of the corruption in town. Whiskey. We got everybody in. I don't know if I uploaded that video yet or not. Our whole town is in an uproar. Everyone in the county. They just found out that Defiance County government approved $6 million to buy out this old bank headquarters building. The bank merged with another bank. It was called First Federal. Now it's First Premier Bank or something. And when they did that, they stopped using some of their buildings. So now Defiance County has this nice new building sitting empty. So the government approved $6 million out of our taxpayers to go ahead and buy that building and move their offices into that building where they already had offices already. But now everyone's in the up here, and I'm like, oh yeah, now you guys want to pay attention. But when I've been out here all the time running around with the camera trying to expose this shit, nobody gave a shit. I'm talking to local people. I had a few local people, they still contact me. They want me to help expose their shit. But then when they start getting attention somewhere else, they forget all about me. And now they're getting big attention all these other places from news groups and everything else, and then forget all about me. Well, I'm like, well, screw the hell out of all you guys then. I'll make my content about whatever I want. And you know what? I'll focus on my own issues because I'm trying to help everyone out in this county that can't get no help. But then as soon as somebody else, some bigger platform comes along and starts talking to them, then they forget to drop my name. You know, that's not right, because none of this shit would have been heard about if it wasn't for me to begin with. Whiskey looking hungry, yeah, about to go. I told him since we took this trip I would stop and grab him a burger. Trying to figure out where though. I prefer not McDonald's because I don't like McDonald's. I don't trust it. I don't want to feed it to him really. I used to in the morning when I worked third shift. I used to get off in the mornings and they would be open for breakfast, and that's when we had the two dogs, and I'd bring them both home one of those sausage biscuit breakfast things, right? A sausage McMuffin for him and the other dog. And every morning, and they got to where if I'd come home without one, they'd be pissed off. But I told him I'd stop and give him a good burger somewhere since I made him take this drive. He likes going for the drive, so sometimes if he knows we're not gonna go far, if we're just gonna drive over to the park, then he tries not to get in the vehicle. He wants to walk to the park when we're not really going nowhere. But if it's real hot, sometimes I try to go to the dam is a little bit further away. I try to get him to go in the vehicle. He's like, no, we're going for a walk. He tells me where we're going. Don't ya? Huh? My cousin called me the other day. She's all freaked out. Oh, I need you to come over here. Her dog had blood all over him, and her dog, she's got a fence in her backyard, and so a groundhog got he a couple days before and killed it, and then this little groundhog was on the outside of the fence. She calls me up. She needed help because he wouldn't come in, and he couldn't get outside of get himself through the fence. But the groundhog was small enough he could reach through the fence, and that thing tore that dog. Her dog's a boxer. It tore his nose all up, bleeding real bad. I had to get over here, help get him in the house. bandaged him up, but he's all right now. But she was all freaked out because I tried to tell Whiskey, because we go on our walks, he sniffs some groundhogs out, and he'll find their holes in the ground. He'll stuff his head. I showed it in one of my videos before. He'll stuff his head down in those holes. Ever since I seen that happen to my cousin's dog, I was like, whoa, you don't want to stuff your head down in there and get caught by one of them big ones ready to fight. And they'll tear you up. They get pretty big. Down there by the river where we usually take our walks, they get, I've seen one standing one time in a distance, and he was probably almost up to my hip. I was like, wow, that's a big freaking groundhog. We see, but the certain parks we go to, we see all kinds of, it's by the woods, see all kinds of wildlife that he likes to chase out. Found, we walked upon a little raccoon one time was sleeping, and I didn't know what it was. It was curled up, and he sniffed it, and I thought it was dead, and I pulled him back just in time, and that thing opened his eyes and seen Whiskey's face, and its eyes got big and took off running as a little baby raccoon. Take a turn up here and we'll find this new building that they just bought before I shut it down. That way maybe I can cut a little bit of this into the next video, or the video I got if I didn't upload it already. That's about this. They're gonna be like, oh great, that asshole with the cameras pulling in and found out where we're at. Well, you guys put it in the paper to let us know. West Banco Operations Center is what the sign now says. See if we get trespassed out of here. So this, I'm gonna get ready to get off here in a minute here, but I figure I'll share this. This is the bank building. Used to be First Federal, and now they got a sign there that says West Bank. I don't know what the hell that means. Maybe that's the bank that bought it out. But now it's sitting unused, and our Defiance County residents are pissed off because this building now, which they have offices for all the government positions, already have offices in town. But now they went ahead and bought this building for $6 million because it's sitting empty, so that they could move all our government offices, county government offices into that building. Just more taxpayer weight, but everybody's all pissed off now, Defiance, and they're all on Facebook in an uproar. Oh, who approved this? Did you guys know that we're paying $6 million for this building? All in uproar. And that's when I responded on there. You know, I've been out here for 3 years, losing my ass, losing everything I own, starving to death, videoing this corruption, letting everybody know about it. And Defiance wanted to look the other way. The Defiance residents want to look the other way. But now they want answers. Well, I was trying to get those answers for you. You guys didn't give a shit then, so whatever. And lately, I haven't been paying taxes. I better watch it. Someday, maybe my videos a hit and I'll start making killer money, and they'll be wanting tax money out of me. But I made sure they ain't getting no tax money out of me, so I didn't buy that building, right? Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get over here and get Whiskey a sandwich, like I promised him, and then we're gonna sit down and try to get back to editing a few videos, get back on track. Thank you everyone for showing up. We're glad you did. We was just trying to get on here and get back into used to doing some lives. Figured we weren't doing anything but driving anyways. So hopefully you have a good day, and I'll catch all you guys later on your channels. And make sure you have a good day. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. whether it be good or whether it be evil. Thanks very much. See you guys. I don't even know how to shut this off, Whiskey.